started this thing I wanted to do like a while ago. I woke up like at like 5 or 6 a.m. and I read 200 pages, and I've been doing it for the whole week, and so far I've read 2 books, and I think it's good because I feel like by my calculation, if I do that for the end of the week or if I do that for the end of the year, I won't. But if I keep it up, that means I'm going to read 3 or 2 books, depending on how long the book is. I'm going to read 3 to 2 books in a week, and I thought this is good because my TBR right now is it's huge, it's long, it's too much, and I have a 7-book series waiting for me. So I feel like this is good. This is a great way for me to read and then like go into the series when I'm ready. But I am reading Pride and Prejudice by Nikki Payne. I'm enjoying this. It took me a while, if I'm being honest, it took me a while to actually get into it because of our MMC, like Mr. Darcy. It took me like a long time. It's because he was a little bit uneducated. He was a little bit ignorant, you know, if I'm being quite frank. The things that this man would say, I was like, am I supposed to be rooting for you? And this is a modern retelling based on like Pride and Prejudice, and I've never seen the movie, so I don't know if it's supposed to be like that ignorant and uneducated. I'm hoping, like, because I'm just like sitting there like, why are you saying that? As you can tell, our FMC, she is a black woman with an afro. And this man said when he first saw her, by far, he thought her hair, like her fro, was very hot. And then when he got closer to her, he realized the fairy hat was indeed her hair. And I was like, in 2020? I was like, you've never seen an Afro, babes? In 2021, 2020, are you okay? Like, do you want me to be falling in love with you right now? Because right now, all I'm thinking is, wow, that's what we're doing. That's I guess. But then once you start reading more, you get like to see his like internal stuff that he's like dealing with. Like once you get more into his POV, you realize that oh, like I'm not making excuses for you, but I can try to understand you. In this book though, we follow Liza B and Mr. Darcy. She is a DJ host, like a DJ. She's like a personality, a media personality. She has quite influence, and she's also an activist. And we have Mr. Darcy, who is an acting CEO of his like very rich family. Like he lost his family in a tragic accident one day, and right now he is the acting CEO of that company. And the company that he is currently the CEO of is actually trying to change up the neighborhood and like her neighborhood, and she knows that them changing the neighborhood is actually going to push the people that's been living in that neighborhood forever. And she's just like, well, where are they going to like leave once you change up the neighborhood? And like, where are the Latino, the black, where are we going to leave once you change up the whole neighborhood? And she's a very advocate for that, and that's where the whole like they bump heads, and that's where the enemies to lover comes from. And yeah, it's really good. The part where it took me a while to fully get into it is that I'm reading this and I'm thinking 2020, 2019, 2021, you know, we're in the 20s, and the comment that this man will say, I'm listening to like, oh my god, am I supposed to be falling in love with you, darling? I'm not. Please stop. Like, he was just so uneducated, and I felt uncomfortable reading that because like he also have an adopted sister who's Kenyan, and I'm like, if you ever seen a fro, if she's Kenyan. But then I realized perm exists, so I'm like, okay, maybe he never saw that. That's what I'm thinking, because right now I like him, I'm okay with that, but I truly couldn't understand where the whole thing was coming up. Like he was saying things about her hair and how he felt and how it was just weird. But once you get into his POV, you understand that he himself is dealing with things internally. Like he felt like he's kind of lost because he is a Philippine man and he was adopted by this rich family, and he's acting CEO, and he doesn't want to mess up. He's trying to live to like his family standard, and the people he's surrounded like with and the family are quite like white, and he's trying to be good. And there's Lisa, who's like proudly black. She's like she's very black, and I love that about her. And she is just so proud, and she just wants to fix everything, and she's just like, I really truly love her character. So that was just foreign to him. He was just like, oh, how come she's so, you know? And I'm just like, it's still 2020. Like in my head, the like hair comment just kept coming back. I'm like, it's still 2020. I think I hated him at first because I keep thinking, I just know in 2024 there's an uneducated man out there somewhere just like him, and he just made me feel uncomfortable. Yeah, the thing I dislike about this book is also what I like, even though he was quite ignorant. Like right now he's reading books to teach himself about, you know, the things that he says and the things that he realized, like, oh, maybe I shouldn't be thinking of that, or shouldn't be feeling that way towards certain group of people. He didn't really go to her and be like, teach me this way. He is teaching himself. Like, he's reading books about certain things, and I really like that. She's not his guide in that way. Yeah, that's what I like. But I have been waiting waiting for this book. The moment it was ready to be pre-ordered, I bought it. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I am so... Oh my god, I wanted paperback, like, and I'm going to get paperback because I need this in paperback. This is the new book by Tia Williams. I read 7 Days in June. When I saw that she had a new book coming out, I pre-ordered that immediately, and it finally came because today is the 6th, and there it is. There it is. I'm so excited to read it. We will definitely... I had a whole TBR for this video. This will be read. I can't wait. I literally cannot wait to just jump into this. And there's something, like, something in me heals every single time I open a book or I see a cover and there's like a black people in this cover. I'm like, so happy. I'm so happy to read that. And also, I got this book. If I'm being honest, I don't think I will read this. I just love the cover. Like, because I cannot deal with cheating in books. My soul can't do it. I just know I will be mad if I am reading about a couple who's like cheating, you know. And I think her husband cheated on her in this book, but she is a debut author and I want to like support, so I bought it. If I have the guts one day to sit there and read it and not be triggered by the cheating, I will. But I just wanted to support her. I have another one, and that is because I read Sing Me to Sleep. I just want to read more fantasy, but black fantasy, and I bought this one. This is the Blood Trial. This is a duology, but this is the first one. I cannot wait to read this, and I'm in love with the cover. Truly am. But yeah, at all like these 3 books, but I'm so excited to read this one. I think like once I finish this, I will immediately pick this up. So I'm going to the park with it, because I'm gonna finish this at the park so we can pick this up. I'm so excited. So I was going to read like First Lady, Last Minute something, like, immediately. You could stay. I will read you another time. We will go into this. Like, look at this cover. It's gonna be wonderful. I just know it. But it is a perfect weather in Florida today. Can you believe it? I am going to the park to read, and I'm so excited. Okay, I'm done with this. I think I'm gonna end up giving it like a 3.8. I did end up really liking the ending. I think the ending was good. The brother, like Lisa brother in this, Maurice, I really like him. In the beginning I was like, I don't think I'm going to like you. I don't think I'm going to like you. But then he is so funny at the end, especially like he's just like, it was like a little like comedy relief, and I really like his character. Do you know who I hate though? The mother. Every time she talks, I'm like, please stop it. Like, I don't, stop it. But yeah, I ended up really liking the end. I think the ending was really good. She has a new book coming out in like the 27th. Like, I searched it and I actually pre-ordered it. I think the 14th actually. Hold on, let me check. It's called Sex, Lies, and Sensibility, and she has it coming out when February 13th. I just pre-ordered it, so yeah, I'm quite excited to read it because I really like her writing. I enjoy her writing very much, so I'm excited to read that one. Oh, one day before February 14th. This will be what I read on February 14th. But I started this. I'm so excited. Like I picked it up and I'm like, I was so excited, and I am not even like past the first chapter. I'm still in the first chapter, and I'm just like, I don't know. I'm just really enjoying it. The cover just has me, and I think, I don't know. I bought the audiobook because I was reading it, and I'm just like, this just feels a little bit poetic. It feels magical almost. So I bought the like audiobook so I could hear it, because I'm just like, I think it's just going to be read like very lyrical, like poetic-y, and I just couldn't. I need someone to read it to me. I don't know, but I am in page 8, the first chapter, and I'm just like, this is gonna do something to my soul. I don't know. I think the reason why I'm so overly excited, or I'm just like, I'm excited overall about this, and like all the books that I read that has black people on the cover, it's because it all goes back to high school. Everything goes back to high school, because I started reading at the end of middle school, like 8th grade and then 9th grade, and I fall out of love, or like stop reading for pleasure in 9th grade, like 10th grade, and that is because, like, not to get a little bit sentimental or anything, but that is honestly because like every book I would read, and again, not to be sentimental or not to bring anything into this, like I would read a lot of books by Sarah, I'm forgetting her name, but like Sarah something. All of her books were did not portray me at all whatsoever, but you name her book, I read that. Every single time that I would read, like the main character was like, you know, described as beautiful blonde hair, like brunette hair, like beautiful blue eyes, green eyes, and this was me. Like, and I felt like I just wasn't reading any book that portrayed me, or if they did, it just did not portray me in the best way. And I feel like I just, like, you would think that did not bother you at all, and it did. Like, it really did. I just stopped reading. I'm like, I don't care. Like, I know how this gonna be. I know she's going to be chosen. If there's a black character in the book, it's not going to be a good one, you know. And I just, like, I feel like I just fell out of love with reading until the end of like 10th grade. They were having like a book fair in my school, and I remember I went to the library. We were like just walking around with like my English teacher, and I looked, and there was Play by Diana Dixon, and I saw it. I made a beeline. When I tell you, I went straight ahead. I'm like, and I picked it up. I was like, she's black. I kid you not. I remember this moment so vividly, and I was like, she's black. Oh my god. She had like natural hair, and the boy was black, and I checked that book out so fast, put it in my bag, went home with it, was excited to read it up until my sister saw it, like the people on the cover like sharing a kiss, and she was like, oh, why are you reading this? And then she like took it to read it to see if it was suitable to me, like for me. She read it, give it back to me, and thank god she did, because I have not stopped reading ever since. Well, I did for a second because depression was really kicking my ass, but I haven't stopped reading ever since. You know, and depression had me stop for a minute, but like I downloaded Wattpad, and I've been reading and writing ever since. And I think just like, I don't know, I don't want to be sentimental or like anything at all. I feel like you won't understand what I'm saying unless you've been through it. It's one of those like situation type of thing. Like if you always see yourself portrayed in a good way, you're just going to think you're a good person, you know what I mean? But if you read a book where like you always not the main character, or you feel like when you are portrayed in books it's not in a great way, you're just gonna view yourself as that, even though that's not who you are. And yeah, I think now seeing books as Excuse Me While I Ugly Cry, or like Highly Suspicious and Fairly Cute, and like just all these beautiful YA books, like, or like Diary of a College, like Good Girls, those like beautiful YA books that I wish I had in high school. And now that I see that, I'm like, oh my god, when my niece and nephew comes to me, I can say, oh my god, come to my library. I truly think one day I'm gonna have a library in my house. Come to my library. What do you want? What do you want? You know, and I just think it's going to be nice just sharing that with them, even though I didn't have that. But now just reading books about black love and having us on the cover, like personally for me, just heals something in me that I didn't think I have. Like, it just really heals something in me, like the inner child in me that I didn't think was still broken, like somehow in there it's healing. I don't know. That's all. Not to be all sentimental or anything like that. I'm so sorry. I probably won't put that in there. If I do, okay. I'm sorry, but I'm really enjoying this. I got the audiobook and I cannot wait to finish it. I am going to slow it down. I think the like audiobook is like 7 hours, because I listened to it on like 1.5, so I could just and just listen to it for the whole day, but I'm not. So I'm gonna slowly get into this and like enjoy it. Hopefully. I don't know, but we'll see. I really am enjoying it though. Hi, I'm in chapter 23. I'm almost done. This might either break us or make us, because this is the last chapter, and it is titled A Love Song for You Out. It's titled the name of the book, and I know this might either heal my heart or break us all. If you read this book, then you know something happens on the 29th of February. So this is what we're going to read right now. I thought we should read it together, and yeah, it's been very, very good so far. I've been reading it for the past 2 days. I've been reading it with like a playlist on Spotify. I've been listening to like Harlem, like Renaissance playlist on Spotify. A vibe, a really good vibe. I've just been like romanticizing my whole 2 days, and I love it. I really truly love this, but I haven't said anything to you about this book. Yes, follow Wicked Wild. She is basically like the black sheep of the family. The family is quite rich. They run like a funeral home chain, and they really, really rich, and they kind of just want Ricky to come along because the sister, the mom, the dad, they in this business, and they want her to come in and like, you know, be in the business, but she doesn't really want to. She wants to open her own flower shop. She loves flowers, she loves trees. She just really wants to just open her own little thing and be her own little rose on the side. And the family did not support that at all. They are quite harsh to her, if being honest. They think she's incapable of doing that, and think she's incapable of running a successful business or anything at all. Kind of just laughed at her when she goes to them with the business plan and everything. They're just like, yeah, this is not going to happen. One day she is working at her family home. She's working there, and she meets Miss Della, who I love her storyline. I truly, truly love Miss Della's storyline. She's just talking to Miss Della. She's telling Miss Della about her dreams of having her own little flower shop and all of this. And Miss Della was just like, well, you should know that I have this apartment in Bronson, Harlem. You can come, you know, rent it out. All you have to do is pay your bill on time, go visit the lady upstairs, have some tea with her, and you can stay at one part and then open your flower shop there. Obviously, that's all she's been waiting for. She said absolutely yes. Left Atlanta, where her family business, everything was, goes there, opens her flower business, and she's trying to make friends. She's trying not to be like she's trying not to prove her family right. She meets her best friend Tuesday, who is, oh my god, every one of the side characters in this I loved so much. Tuesday, the best friend, from the very first day they met, they just became best friend. And one day she decided to go to the community garden, and she saw this beautiful, powerful, smelling good figure on the side that just keeps pulling her. The smell of this figure just keeps pulling her in. She's like, what on earth? And that's when she first saw Ezra, our love interest in this book. And Ezra is a pianist. And so after we see that, that's when the story kind of like jumped time. We then went from 2024 to 1920s. That's when I feel like I was like, wait, what's happening? What is this? Because we then, in like the second part of the book, 1920, we're following this like musician in 1920, and we're just like, okay, are you Ezra? What are you? Because like it's 2024 now, 1920s, that's like 100 years plus, so this can't be you. What is happening? And yeah, it was so nice to read. Just got so beautiful because we're learning the beauty of Harlem in the 1920s and the beauty and everything that came from it. I was just like so happy. I went on Pinterest, I searched up like Harlem 1920s, just the art of it, and that's when I went on Spotify and I started listening to like the old like jazz music. I'm like, oh wow, this is so pretty. I was enjoying, I was really there like this is really nice. I was having a wild, wonderful time. But that's when the whole like enchanté, not really enchanting, just the magical realism comes through, because we're just trying to figure out who this man is. Like, is he Ezra? What's going on? Who are you? Who are you? And yeah, I don't want to say more because I feel like I will spoil it, because like you can't really explain it. You know, you just have to read it to find out what's going on. But obviously this is a love story, so we're following Ezra and Ricky. And even though Ezra was just like trying to stay away from Ricky, like please stay away, he just couldn't help but like be pulled by her. And even though like Ricky was just trying to stay away from this man, somehow she couldn't stop thinking about him. And the first time they actually talked, the first time like Ezra and Ricky first talked, he warned her. He was just like, get away from Harlem, you have to get away from here, this is not good for you, this is not safe. And he was just like, oh, what on earth, like, dude, you don't even know her. Like, why are you saying that? Why are you telling her to get away? So you were just like, what on earth? You know there was something going on, you know there was something magical that was happening, but you didn't really understand because you're just like, I don't understand what's going on. I don't know the 1920s. I don't know who I'm supposed to be following. I don't know who you are. But it was so incredible. I'm enjoying it so much, and I'm having the best time. And I feel like I probably didn't explain it properly because I can't say everything that happens. Because if you say one more, like if I say one more thing, I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna tell you the whole plot, and I don't want you to because it's a beautiful story and you have to read it. Let's read the last chapter together. Hopefully I don't cry. Hopefully, yeah. Chapter 23. Hi, I'm done. I finished this beautiful love book. I love this so much. I did not cry. I was expecting me to cry. I had my tissue ready. My tissue's behind you. I had this ready. I was just like, I'm going to cry. I know I'm going to cry, but I didn't. I think it was just because of the ending and how much it just made me smile, and how it was just such a good ending. I really truly love it. The reason why I thought I was going to cry is because something happened to one of my favorite characters, and I was just like, can't do that. Like, I can't do this. But at the end, I just had the biggest smile on my face. I was just like, oh wait, why am I smiling? And I don't know, everything just ended up being so beautiful and so lyrical and so amazing that I was just having the best time. And I think I was just so overwhelmed with love. And I just keep picturing, like, especially when I was reading the epilogue, I just keep picturing my grandma telling me this story. I just picture me just sitting there and listen to her telling me this whole story, and I would just believe absolutely completely every single thing that she tells me. And I think that's why I love it even more. I don't have anything negative to say. The only thing I did not like is that they could just forget about it. I'm just like, I don't care. Like, I don't have to think about it, and it will just be a 5-star. It's a 5 out of 5. I love it. I truly do. I feel like I knew it was going to be a 5 out of 5 when I was in the car and I was in page 8 thinking, oh my god, it's so cute. Like, I don't know if I put that in there, but like, I knew it was going to be a 5 in page 8. But if you have not read this book, you should pick it up. It is wonderful. I love it. It has a little bit magical realism in there. It's fitted lovers. It's just, I truly like it. I truly like it. And I love all the playlists that I listened to on Spotify when I was reading this book, and all the beautiful things that I've learned in this book, because there was a lot of things in the 1920s that I didn't know, and I've learned in this book, so that was good. But highly recommend it. I will see you next time, and God bless you and stay blessed, and bye.